Leon Rose just stunned New York Knicks fans as the Knicks just made a signing that nobody saw coming, and we're going to break this down and discuss what Leon Rose and Tom Thibodeau are cooking with this signing to the team and why they signed this guy over a veteran sharpshooter who wanted to join the New York Knicks, and we're going to break it all down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things, guys. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, this is the place to be for all New York Knicks content. We have multiple videos every day, including the most fun live streams on Friday. You don't want to miss out on them. We have a bunch of fun. We have a bunch of good laughs. Very good vibes there. On top of that, we are going to get back on some TikToks as well if you guys are interested in that stuff. But let's jump into the video because we have to wonder, what is Leon Rose cooking right now? The Knicks just made a signing in a guy who very few people have heard of in Anton Watson, as revealed by Shams Charania, who said that the New York Knicks are claiming former Celtics forward Anton Watson on a two-way NBA deal. His agents Adi Von Gontard and David Cohen of Young Money APAA tell ESPN. Now, real quick, in case anyone's wondering, yes, that is Lil Wayne's agency. In case you heard the Young Money thing and you thought, Young Money, yes, it's Lil Wayne. But just to be clear, he's not a sports agent. He just owns it. So, jumping into this, I think a lot of people, you hear Anton Watson, and a lot of people, if you're an ordinary basketball fan who could even follow basketball to extreme rates, you could be asked, who's Anton Watson? And you might go, I don't know, why are you asking me? But as lead content creator for Digest Media's New York sports area, I will say, I don't know. Why are you asking me? In all seriousness, I do know. So we're gonna break it all. We're gonna break it all down. I had to make the joke, but look, Anton Watson is a guy who played 5 years at Gonzaga and then got drafted by the Celtics, 54th overall. Impressed in the summer league enough to earn a two-way contract. He's more of a big and a wing than anything else. He's not a guard, even though he's 6'6". He can guard four positions, not center. Very good perimeter defender, strong defender down low despite his smaller size. He's got some scoring potential. It all relies on that three-point shot and finding consistency in it. The Knicks found another guy who's 24 years old, essentially, who they can see guarding multiple positions, which we know Tom Thibodeau likes. And on top of that is a very hard worker, a very rough and tough player who's not afraid of contact, and also has a lot of untapped scoring potential. In ways, kinds of sounds like Marjan Beauchamp to see, well, the Knicks really want to get some untapped potential out of a wing/forward in their benched unit, so that's very interesting to see that the Knicks have done this. But as I mentioned, Watson played 5 years at Gonzaga from 2019-2020 to 2023-2024. 24 years old. I mean, look, he hardly shot threes till the end of college. It obviously went up when his playing time went up, and his points per game gradually grew every season as well until the final season. He was scoring well, putting up around 13, 14 points per game, shooting over 40% from three. So he did start to get it down, but that scoring potential is really what's there. The Knicks want to see if they can tap into the scoring potential that the Boston Celtics could not do. The Celtics have more of a set bench than the Knicks, as they've been contenders longer than the Knicks, and despite the fact that their salary cap, they're more used to things and they're more underway with things that they kind of have developed a lot of their bench to what they need it to be. Meanwhile, the Knicks are in the first year of this new team, so it's going to take them a little bit longer. The Knicks are lacking behind. They're trying to get some hidden gems to save some money, which does make a lot of sense if you ask me personally. So Watson is another guy who the Knicks just see a lot of potential in and also can help now and is not a 19-year-old. I know a lot of people do wonder about Pacome Dadier. He's 19. He's going to get there with the Knicks. It's just a long-term plan, not a short-term plan. The Knicks want to find a guy who they're hoping can take over the reins one day and become a major part of this team once this current core starts to get older. That's why they picked Pacome. But Watson, he's had an interesting NBA career so far. Before he was drafted, that pick was traded a bunch of times, like many second-round picks. It was involved in the Jalen Hardy trade that brought Jalen Hardy to Dallas, obviously. On top of that was then part of the trade that brought the Celtics Jordan Walsh. Also, the Sacramento Kings got Colby Jones from that, who played around 50 games in the NBA. Then was drafted by the Boston Celtics at 54th overall. Signed a two-way deal with them after an impressive enough summer league. And then in March of 2025, 2 days ago, he got waived off of his two-way contract. And now the New York Knicks swooped in, found him on waivers, and picked up a nice little addition to the team, which does make for an interesting storyline. So this is definitely going to be interesting to see how the New York Knicks decide to go about things. And, well, essentially, I'm fine with this move. I'm not like anti-Anton or anything like that. That's really not what I'm saying here. It's just an interesting move to see happen here that Anton Watson is a New York Knick because nobody saw this one coming. Now, on top of that, Watson in the NBA G League this season played in 21 games, put up 12 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, and 2.1 assists. The man's been a solid player, absolutely, in the G League. He's put up decent numbers. There's really not much there's really no reason to hate on Watson, especially he's more of a defender, so the scoring numbers shouldn't pop out, and his passing's consistently gotten a little bit better. It's still got a long way to go. The rebounding's good for a 6'6" guy, but again, he plays bigger than his size, similar to the Josh Harts of the world. He's a good guy to have on your bench if you want to give Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges some rest. Obviously, that would mean Tom Thibodeau is to play Anton Watson, and Watson is certainly behind MarJon Beauchamp already in the depth chart. So Watson's a depth piece who the Knicks want to see if they can build and make into a Thibodeau player, similar to the vibe of Kevin McCullough Jr. That's the reason they drafted him. They're trying to find more Josh Harts, effectively, and MarJon Beauchamp is not that. He's more of a Mikal Bridges, Watson, and Kevin McCullough are more that Josh Hart, Bruce Brown type mold that Tom Thibodeau and Leon Rose love so much, obviously for clear reasons, because Josh Hart, as Steve Kerr said, his position is winner. It's an interesting signing, though, because there was a guy who it felt like made more sense in Chris Duarte. Duarte wanted to be a New York Knick. He's in New York, and, well, I mean, I know he only put up 2 points and 1 rebound per game this season, but he did shoot 40% from three, and he's 27 years old, still available on a two-way contract, and he could give the Knicks scoring off the bench with a positive PER this season. And yeah, it was limited minutes, but he still put up good numbers, and for his career, he's played 177 NBA games, averaging 7.6 points per game, which has gradually gone down since his rookie year when his roles have just dissipated ever since he left Indiana. He's never gotten into anything but a garbage time role since then, and well, maybe that's the thing. The Knicks are like, why hasn't he? That's kind of weird, but the Knicks like picking up guys they had former draft interest in. Now, very likely they did have draft interest in Anton Watson, which is one of the reasons why they're bringing him in. He's an older guy, played 5 years in college. Kind of seems like something that Leon Rose would like to do. Leon likes those older guys, so that could make sense. That comment sounded a little bit crazy, but you guys know what I mean. Look, Duarte made way more sense to me, especially just because the Knicks are trying to win now. And you look at Chris Duarte putting up 25.5 points per game and 4.5 assists with 5.5 assists in the NBA G League this season, sorry. So it does make some sense that would just be the move that they make over Anton Watson. Now, again, I'm not trying to bash Anton Watson. I have nothing against the guy. I mean, I think like everyone else, I'm just kind of shell-shocked because I figured it would be Chris Duarte. I fully expected all day to see the New York Knicks are signing Chris Duarte to a two-way deal. So the fact that they didn't is just kind of a, more surprising than anything else, and I'm kind of reeling in and trying to figure out who the heck this guy even is. Sorry, I did check my phone because I'm getting Twitter alerts. I want to make sure that the Moses Brown signing did not happen while I was in the middle of a video. But Moses Brown or TJ Warren is going to sign soon, and there might be one more signing as well after that. But Anton Watson is not the final guy added to this New York Knicks roster. At least one more guy, maybe two guys, will be added to this Knicks team, both on standard contracts. That's when things are going to get really interesting because we could see a buyout happen as well, or we will see a buyout happen if they add two guys. Definitely one of Moses Brown or TJ Warren will be a Knick very soon. So, guys, make sure to subscribe and stay ready for that update as well. Let me know what you think about this Anton Watson thing. You guys happy? You guys not happy? What's your vibe about it? Who would you else wanted on a two-way contract? Just to be very clear, Moses Brown was not available on a two-way contract. So you cannot say Moses Brown, or well, you can say Moses Brown, but it's not legally allowed. The Knicks were not allowed to put Moses Brown on a two-way deal. So they took Anton Watson. Interesting move by the Knicks. They definitely need a bunch more guys who are 6'6". Anyway, that sounds sarcastic. I genuinely mean that. They do need more guys who are 6'6", that range, who could score, who could play defense, two-way guys. So this does make some sense. It's a matter of if they can figure out Watson's offense. Guys, let me know what you think down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Knicks.